What can be said about this thing that hasn't already been said? Not a whole lot. But I would like to offer you my own opinion on the system and tell you about my own experience with it. Hi, ForAppleApp here, and today I'm going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch video game console. Now, I can't beat around the bush here. I am a fan of really nice packaging, and the Switch is no exception. It comes in a nice, small, compact, matte-finished box with easy-to-understand instructions right on the inside. You can see the system clearly on the box and nothing else. No words, nothing besides Nintendo and the Switch logo. It's nice and simple, very modern, and looks really premium. One thing that a lot of people may not understand about the Switch is the fact that this tablet that you're seeing right here is the system. This is the game console. It sports a 6.2-inch LCD touchscreen that is capacitive, which means that it's more akin to a smartphone than previous Nintendo systems. The screen itself is only 720p, but I can tell you that after putting hours upon hours into The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, that I have no complaints with the screen. You can't even tell that it's 720p. The colors are very crisp and clear, and they pop off the screen in a way that I have not seen on another screen before. And as you can see on the back here, we have the beautiful Nintendo Switch logo printed in white along with the words Nintendo Switch. It contrasts very well from the black of the tablet, and it looks very sleek and professional. And what would a console be without its controllers? And here are the Nintendo Switches, the left and right Joy-Con controllers. Each controller features motion controls in the form of a gyrometer and an accelerometer, and all feature a new HD rumble system that Nintendo really likes to advertise. It's nice, but it's nothing worth writing home about. The right Joy-Con, however, does boast some additional features in the form of an NFC reader that can scan amiibos and an IR camera that can track an object's position, distance, as well as its shape. I don't really know how they're going to use this for games, but it's interesting technology to say the least. However, it does drive up the price, and at $80 for a set of these small little controllers, it is quite expensive. The tablet itself boasts a custom NVIDIA Tegra chipset, and while this is great when you think of the system as a handheld, as a home console, it's not that powerful, especially in comparison to something like a PS4 Pro or Xbox One S, and there's no point in comparing it to a PC, there's no competition. However, I think that this is fine, as I mostly use this system when I'm on the go, and that's one of the best selling features for the system. So I think that it's fine. It has a lithium-ion battery with 4,300 plus milliamp hours, as well as stereo speakers on the front. The speakers are good and serve well when crowded around the system with a buddy or two, playing multiplayer on the system. However, they are not amazing quality, and headphones will always be better. Included in the box is an additional attachment for the Joy-Cons called the Joy-Con Grip, which puts them into a more standard style controller form factor. It looks very uncomfortable, but to be completely honest with you, it's my preferred method of play. I have not used the Pro controller, however I can assume that it's better, obviously, at $70. However, this included grip is more than satisfiable, and I think that you should probably use it for a while before deciding to go out and buy a Pro controller, as this will probably suit your needs perfectly fine. Next up is the Nintendo Switch dock, which basically serves as a USB hub and HDMI pass-through so that the Nintendo Switch can not only charge, but also communicate with the television via HDMI. The dock sports two USB 2.0 ports on the side of the dock, as well as a nice little cable management compartment on the back. It has a USB 3.0 port on the back, as well as the HDMI out, and for the first time ever, a non-proprietary power solution. The Switch uses USB Type-C for power, and it plugs in through the back of the dock or into the bottom of the system. That is how it is able to charge the Nintendo Switch as well as send the HDMI through at the same time. This is great because this means that if your cable were to break or if you were to lose it, you can go to any store that sells USB Type-C and just buy a cable instead of having to buy something proprietary that will be upcharged by Nintendo. The majority of my time with the Nintendo Switch has been spent playing The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This is an amazing game, and I would love to review it sometime. If you can get it on either the Wii U or the Switch, I would highly recommend it. However, the Switch version is the better version, as it not only runs better, but looks better as well. The cartridges for these games are very small. Yes, I said cartridges. Because this is a portable system, there's no way that it could use discs, so cartridges were a smart choice. As you can see, they are incredibly small, almost as small as a mini SD card. So it's definitely a good idea to get something to hold these things in, or at least keep them in their own case. The tablet is really easy to handle, with the Joy-Con controller sliding onto either side of the tablet with a nice satisfying. The game cartridges go into the top as shown here and get a nice closing door to keep them secure, and the micro SD cards go in the back behind the kickstand. I'm glad they went with micro SD cards yet again because I love the format and they're compatible with so many different devices. But remember, this is also a home console. In order to use it as such, you simply slide it into the dock as shown here and remove the Joy-Con controllers from either side. It's a fairly simple process and is really satisfying to do, however you should be careful or at least buy a screen protector, as some users have reported scratches resulting from sliding it in the dock. But what is the experience like while playing? Well, actually it's really nice. As you can see here, I have the Nintendo Switch sat next to my desktop gaming PC, and I really like it here. It's hooked up to the same monitor as my gaming PC, and it makes for an easy transition between playing on the Nintendo Switch and doing stuff on my desktop. I simply undock and redock the Nintendo Switch to switch between my desktop and playing games. It's a really nice format that I have laid out, and I really enjoy it. Throughout my time with the Nintendo Switch, I have played through the entirety of Breath of the Wild. I have played a lot of Fast RMX, Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, and the demo of Snipperclips, and I've had a lot of fun with all of these games. There are some misses in the library, like 1-2 Switch, which is way overpriced. However, there are a lot of good games on the system and yet to come. This month, April, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe launches, which is going to be the biggest and best Mario Kart yet. I'm really excited to pick up the title, as so far, my experience with every single play mode, whether it be a sideways Joy-Con, a Joy-Con in each hand, using the Joy-Con grip, or using it in handheld mode with the Joy-Cons attached to either side of the tablet, I've had a lot of fun in every single configuration. The games are really fun from what I've played, and the controllers are very comfortable with a nice, soft, matte finish to them. Overall, the actual playing experience is great. The visuals are nice, the colors pop on all of these games, and the controllers are very responsive even when played wirelessly. So the time finally comes. You get a text from your boss to come to work, or your friend asks you to come over, or you remember that you have to go to class soon. Well, remember, you don't have to stop playing. You can simply bring the Nintendo Switch with you by sliding the Joy-Cons into either side of the tablet and take it with you. It's a very simple and easy process, and this is the key selling point of the system. Overall, I've really enjoyed my time with the system. It really is great. Unlike a lot of previous Nintendo systems, it's not just a gimmick. It's part of the core philosophy of the system. Being able to take a home console with you on the go and play really easy, accessible, and simple to set up local multiplayer is amazing. However, there are some things missing from the systems. With a lack of online features at present, and with no word on when we're going to be getting the online app, as well as the fact that the online functionality runs through an app to begin with, is kind of weird. If you really like Nintendo and want to play these first-party titles, I can recommend this system. However, if you're not too sure about it, I would say hold off until the holiday season when there's more games and the online functionality has been out for a while. Another thing to take into consideration is the fact that for the first time, Nintendo has finally fallen trapped into the paid online system, which other consoles love. Granted, it's cheaper than those other consoles on the Xbox Live and PlayStation Network, it still is dumb because you shouldn't have to pay for online. But as a product, as a gaming system, it's fun and I've really enjoyed my time with the system. And overall, I can recommend it to those of you who are interested. Thank you for watching. I've been ForAppleApp, and I will see you guys next time.